I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On the play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. And it will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at about the 28. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over.
Their own 48-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they will be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions' 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Third. Here's Foles. Open man is Miller. He's got it. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Anthony Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. On
yards there and a first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams that just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Play action. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate. 3rd down here.
There are a good number of coaches that anytime they call an in route are really worried about the play, because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Coverage on the play.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Foles. And that is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Foles. Open man has got one. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, he'll feel like they can't stop him.
The play fake. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
At the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Throwing is Stafford. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
4 yards.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 32. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
The ball carrier.
The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Robert Quinn.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. The Lions on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Johnson. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's got Miller. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Jamie Collins makes the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and inches.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Down and goal.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Daniel Carlson on for the
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
A gain of a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This is brought in at the 21. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Foles and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. He gives it off to Carson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Tackled by Jelani.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Montgomery, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
29 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 24, Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Foles took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Lions take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Stafford. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ellie Jackson picks it. And he will score. Pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return.
The Bears take over 1st down.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if it's a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll be second and goal.
At the Lions' 13-yard line.
This is Carson. It's a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. They run again with Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long fourth and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
At their own 30-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by Danny Trevathan. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big. And his pass is intercepted for the third time. It's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Carson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Chicago.
Chris Carson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now here's another interception. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. He hit his first, now this from 43. And Carlson missed it, pulled it to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Throwing again. Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing again at Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
25-yard line.
Stafford on 1st down. Slant to Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Then goal to go.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
Good.
Are you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that will be incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On the return, Johnson. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Khalil Mack. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 23 yards on the pickup, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.